people, welcome to Mr. Unbox, the channel where we unbox gadgets and consumer electronics and share our first impressions so you can get better insights before buying. Are you one of those people who love your gadgets and your touchscreens and your whatnot, but when it comes to taking notes at a meeting, then you prefer an old-fashioned piece of paper? Well, then I have something remarkable to show you. It's the reMarkable paper tablet. And it is a tablet, but it's not a tablet. It can actually do nothing that a tablet can do. Anything you're used to a tablet doing, like opening apps, downloading stuff, playing movies, nothing at all. Instead, it can do everything a piece of paper can. Well, not everything. You can't fold it up into a paper airplane and throw it out the window. That would be stupid. But being electronic, it can do a lot more crazy stuff, and I'm going to show you some of it right now. But first, let's do some unboxing. Let's take a closer look at the reMarkable. On the back, there's a metal plate that feels quite sturdy. We have some rubber strips on the top and bottom to prevent it from sliding when it's lying on the table. On the front, we have navigation buttons. At the bottom of the unit, there's a backwards, forwards, and a home button. On the top here, we have the power button, and down here we have the charging port. This is a micro USB port. Micro USB port. See, the problem with micro USB is that it takes at least 3 tries to get the cable in correctly. You know that? You always plug it in, then think, nah, this is not right. Then you turn it around and you find out that it actually was correct the first time, and then you have to turn it around again. It's always like that. Why don't they use USB-C instead? A thing you'll notice is that there's no way to attach this pen to the unit. And this means you can be almost certain that at some point you will lose this. And then you have to buy a new one. And the new one costs 79 euros. 79 euros. For this. The screen itself has sort of a grayish tint. It lacks a little contrast, but it's still very readable. There's no backlight on it, which means that you have to have your own light in order to read it. But this piece of paper, it doesn't have a backlight either. Now, if you're as old as I am, you remember those good old days back in school when you had to write down everything on a piece of paper, all your assignments and essays, and have to turn them in for review, and you ended up getting massive writing cramps in your hand for all this. Well, the good news is This also happens on the reMarkable. Now, how is that for authenticity? You can put on your documents and your PDFs and your ebooks on this device. You can make your own drawings and your own notes, and you can sync them through reMarkable Cloud application and get them on your computer. And they even have mobile apps for Android and iPhone, so everything you write on here can be synced to your other devices. And it sometimes makes it a little difficult if you want to have your documents on your paper tablet, because if you don't have Wi-Fi connection on this, then you can't get anything transferred. Another thing with the Wi-Fi connection is that while it's on, it drains the battery quite fast. So I found myself only turning it on when I needed to transfer files. I guess that's just the way it is. There's no removable storage, so you can only access your files through the sync app. They did add a security feature, so you can lock the whole device with a PIN code. While that of course is a good idea, I would have preferred to be able to lock specific folders. In that way I would be able to read my ebooks without having to type in a PIN code every time, while still having the extra security for personal documents. All in all, this is a very nice device, but at 629 euros, you would really have to need this kind of gadget to justify the purchase. After all, you can get a lot of pens and paper notebooks for that kind of money. Anyway, what do you think of the reMarkable and paper tablets in general? Do you have any questions? Just ask them in the comments below and I will answer them as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe and add notifications so you don't miss out on our next videos. We still have some great stuff coming your way. Until next time, stay frosty people. See ya!